Here we have our Pirate Name That Category Language Center. So this is targeting the language area of categories. And there are two different tasks within this activity. So one we would call a convergent task, and that's the cards that say name the category. So what you're going to do for those ones is you are going to tell the student the 3 items on the card, and then you're going to say what group or what category does that belong to. So if I say car, train, boat, what group does that belong to? You're going to have some students that will say transportation, and then you might have some students that say things that drive or things that go. You can decide what level that student is at depending on their grade and their level of knowledge. And then you're going to go through and you can go through all the different categories. If a student is struggling with how they go together or what the name of the category is, please make sure you give that to them, and then you can talk about other items in that category, things like that, just helping them to build that category knowledge. Now the other task within these cards is the divergent task, and that's the cards that say name 3. So what you're going to do for this one is you're going to show the student the card, and they're going to have to name 3 of something in a category. So it's kind of the opposite of this last task. So this time you're going to say, tell me the names of 3 fruits. So if the student can think of something like apple, banana, strawberry, doesn't matter which 3, they can be the most common or the most obscure, but if they can name 3, then that's the goal for that task. They might struggle and only be able to name 1, and that's when you're going to help them talk about adding to that category. And you can also give them cues like, oh, well, my favorite fruit is red and it grows on a tree and it has a peel, and see if they can come up with apple on their own. The way you can play this activity is either choosing one task or the other, or both and mixing them together, and you can either set a timer or just decide how many cards you're going to go through. I think it would be a lot to go through all of them, but if you do have a group, you might be able to get them all sort of trying to come together to name the category or name 3 in the group. So you can do whatever works best for your group or your class. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to your SLP.